Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. So I had a lot of good news this week and I was just kind of waiting for it all to come together to do this video. And the very first thing is this, and let me cover over the pertinent information. That is a New Mexico driver's license. I am officially a resident of New Mexico. So cool. I had to jump through so many hoops to pull this off because it's hard to prove you have a residency someplace you don't actually have a residence. But that was neat. And what was even better, surprisingly, I got this a couple weeks ago and it just came in the mail. What was even better is what happened this week, and I will show you this. So to you guys, it's just a driver's license and a license plate, but to me it's so much more. It's a symbol, especially the license plate, of what I've gone through in the last few years to get where I am now. And I just love it. Every time I look at it, I'm just so happy. And a lot of you would say, oh, well, you know, you had a home and now you're homeless. How is that improving? But I'm not homeless. In fact, it is so cool because I take my home with me no matter where I go. And it's great. You know, she just follows right behind me. So my home is always, I can go anywhere and she's with me. And what's so neat is I have gotten to know the towns here in New Mexico. And I feel at home in a lot of them. I mean, I get excited. Oh, I'm going to go to Roswell. Oh, cool. I can go here. I can go there. Or I'm going to go to Portales. Oh, it's such a wonderful thrift shop there. And I like the people at the Walmart, you know. And then I come to Las Cruces, and it's like the whole world's open to me. I just love it in Las Cruces, which is what my home base is. And, yeah. And it doesn't seem to matter where I go. I go up into the mountains and I have Angel Fire and Eagle Nest and Taos and everything. For some reason, just I feel very comfortable and I feel at home in all those places. So that's really nice. Anyway, that license plate does symbolize a lot for me, a lot I can't tell you about because I'll just get all teary-eyed and start weeping, and this is a happy video. So all I can say is I'm just so thrilled. You have no idea what I've been through to get where I am now. And a lot of it is emotional stuff. And, you know, another neat thing about leaving Missouri, we have trains here. Another neat thing about leaving Missouri and coming here was we all have baggage. And as long as I was there, I would have never been able to put stuff behind me. And I realized that a couple years ago. It was just, I was there, it was in front of me, it was in my face, and I couldn't get it out of my head. And just having this distance and coming here is not only a freedom on the road and freedom to do what I want, it's also an emotional freedom. But it's taken me 1.5 years to get to the point where I can let that stuff go. It's like I can leave my past in the past now. But I don't think I'd ever been able to do that in Missouri. That's why it's so hard for me to go back there. But now it's getting easier. The last time I went back, I didn't have any problems because I'm letting that stuff go, and it's just wonderful. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on in my head. That a lot of dreams that I had when I was 18-year-old girl out of high school, and the little 18-year-old in me has come out now, and I'm just letting her do what she wants. Hopefully she won't get me into any trouble. We'll find out. But yes, I'm letting that little girl inside of me that wanted to run free, I'm letting her run free now. So that's so cool. Okay, so that was 2 things right there, the license plate and the driver's license. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was, guess what? YouTube said I can monetize my channel now. So I did. And, wow. You know, it's taken a lot, how many years to get here where I could do this? Well, I've never been doing this for the money. That is not the reason I do this. And it's a good thing because I made 22 cents one day. 22 cents my first day. So that's kind of humbling, you know. But I think if I'd be truthful with you, I started a gardening channel years ago. And I wanted to do that because I thought maybe I loved gardening. And I thought someday when I retire, it'd be nice to have some extra, even $25 a month or something. So, of course, my garden channel's sitting there, and we'll talk about that some other time. But to be realistic and to be honest, it would be nice if through this YouTube, I could make enough to maybe pay to fill my van with gas. I mean, that would be nice. I've been doing this for years. It'd be nice to get something from it. You know, financially. So I'm not doing it for the money, but it would be nice to have a tank of gas every once in a while paid for through YouTube. So continuing the subject of money, and we'll get this over with here soon, is a couple people over the last few months have mentioned they want to buy me a cheeseburger. And the first time they mentioned it, I was just kind of like, you know. I don't know how to go through that process, you know. But then about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went in and I decided to open a PayPal account. And I just put it down in the description. I didn't say anything to you guys, but in case anybody went to look, it was down there. But, you know, I've always taken care of myself. And I don't expect anybody else to take care of me. So that's why I was reluctant to do it. But on the other hand, we're talking cheeseburgers. And I actually just named that account Cheeseburger Fund. And when I think about it, the possibility of the different cheeseburgers I could have is just amazing. Because I can't normally go out and spend a lot. Cheeseburgers aren't cheap. My God. I'm on Social Security. But the possibilities of all the different kind of cheeseburgers they have out there in the world that I could possibly be taking advantage of, it's just, I'm just amazed. Anyway, so I'm calling it the Cheeseburger Fund. Do with it what you will. And I will say thank you again to Shelley and Lisa who have contributed to that fund. And nobody knows you, so I think I'm okay to say your names. Thanks, guys. Okay, that is about it on that subject. I mean, I've never asked you guys to subscribe or to do anything except I do like comments. You know, I do like talking to you all. So I'm going to continue with that. I figured the reason I never say subscribe or hit the bell is you guys fit on YouTube. Everybody says it. You know the drill. You know, you either want to watch the channel or you don't. So for the new people coming in that are saying, why do you talk so much? Well, it's my channel and I like to talk. And a lot of my subscribers that have been with me enjoy it. So there you go. Like I said, I'm not doing this for the money, so it doesn't really matter to me. Okay, on to the last subject. I was going to do stuff on my gardening, but I know a lot of you just, I'll lose 3/4 of you. So I will just show you what else I picked up at the my mailbox yesterday. My niece and I were talking about the seeds she was buying for her gardens this year and stuff, and I couldn't stand it, so I went online and ordered about 4 or 5 free catalogs because I miss getting them. And I've gone through this and picked out things I wish I had and all that. But what I'm going to do, and I'm thinking seriously because so many people don't care about my gardening, which I don't understand that. But I might go back. I haven't been on my gardening channel in a couple years since I left the house, so I might start that back up again because I do have friends in that community that are interested in my garden, and they might find it interesting that I'm doing it on the road. In fact, I know they would. But I have to talk about it, just something I have to talk about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dedicate one video here, probably, to what's going on with my gardening this year. And it might be the next one I make. And then I think I might just start up my gardening channel too. Don't know. We'll see. Like I said, a lot of you just don't care about the gardening. And I do. So there you go. Okay, so let's see. I think that's it. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. I was going to take you out there and show you some stuff I did in the van, but it pertains to gardening, so I'm just going to do a whole video on that. But I will say that at the beginning of the video, that was a little Jeffy, my Jeffy boy there. Sometimes he gets really wound up when he's playing with Mabel, and then like this morning, he was really wound up, and Mabel just decided to go to brunch and left him there. And I've always wanted to catch him on video doing what he was doing, but I never catch it. But I saw this time, I saw it coming, and I grabbed up my camera, and sure enough, he did not disappoint me. So that's what it is. He was just gets so wound up, and she'll be like, "Oh, food." She's such a nut. Anyway, he is adorable. I'm so glad after all these years he's finally let me into his life because he is just the sweetest boy. And he is surprisingly one of the gentlest souls I've ever had. So the other one was this little guy right here, Clifford. But he is just an incredibly gentle soul, which for a semi-feral cat is pretty amazing. And I'm so glad he's finally has started to trust me and let me into his life, and I can cuddle with him and stuff. It's just wonderful because, like I said, the first few years I had him, he wouldn't let me do anything. So van life has its advantages for cats. They do seem to like being out on the road. So I think that's it for now. I'm going to let you go. I hope you all are doing well. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.